What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Grab My Banner podcast. We are here and ready to go for episode number 13? 13, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. 13 episodes. We're 13 episodes strong. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Grab My Banner Pod and Instagram at Grab My Banner Pod. And go ahead and follow our TikTok at Grab My Banner Podcast. We post a lot on TikTok, so do that. And then we also have a Discord that you can join. Link will be in the description of all of those social medias. All right, let's get into the Raise Energy question of the day. What do you think each legend is rocking in their playlist? What do you think they're listening to? What kind of music you think they're rocking out to?
I'm just going to start out. I really think that Loba probably listens to like Ariana Grande.
She definitely
some
listens
pop
to Ariana
music.
Grande.
100%.
She's doing the WAP dance in her home, bro. She's just, vibing out.
Really, Cardi?
A little bit. Maybe she might sauce it up a little bit.
I see her more throwback towards like some J-Lo or seeing some...
I think that mixes in.
I could see that.
I
think that
see
mixes
that mix in. I could see some old Lady Gaga.
Oh, I feel that.
That mixes in. Yeah, so she's got the new stuff. She's got the new pop stuff, but she's also got that Lady Gaga, that J-Lo. She's got the old stuff, too.
I think the I Like It Like That is like the best song that I think about from Cardi B. Is like that's the jam that she's like bopping out to. You know?
Any song that you'd see at like a bar on a poppin' Saturday night, I think she'd listen to.
Yeah,
for the most part.
100% I agree.
If it plays in a club or has any sort of beat that would fit a club setting, she listens to it.
Yes, definitely. Crypto wears T-shirts to bands that he doesn't listen to because he's the fashionable one. He'll wear a Slayer shirt, never listen to Slayer in his life. He'll wear a Metallica shirt, never listen to Metallica in his life. If anything, he doesn't really listen to music.
Listen, dude, I could see him being in that closet, like, just live in his house. All he does is hack all day and listen to fucking Screamo.
Oh, I could see that.
I could see that.
That's what
I could also see like the little...
But like the scene Screamo, not not like the heavy stuff.
Yeah, no. Like the stuff that is light enough.
Yeah,
light enough.
Where they sing it.
Light enough to where Sleeping with Sirens.
Yeah, they've got like the synthesizer involved. Mm-hmm. They've got like a singer in there too.
Yeah,
definitely. I could see that.
I could also see him as like the techno music person that just has the little do 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 do. Like there's no lyrics whatsoever.
Bro,
they're just fucking like listen.
Dude, listen. The only person that's gonna listen to that consistently is Pathfinder, but he's gonna talk back and forth with it.
I think Pathfinder listens to home appliances, just like the little hums, the beeps, the bops. He'll probably just be jamming out to your dryer, just going to town. You know when your dryer sometimes like just goes super hard and you have to run and stop it? Like that's his favorite part of the song.
That's when like the beat drops and he's just like...
Yeah, that's when he's rocking out the most.
Your microwave goes up. I love this song.
Yeah, exactly. That's Pathfinder. He listens to home appliances and he loves them. He loves them.
I feel
that's right. That's on his Spotify playlist. I also had it down that me and Brian talked about this a little bit before the show. Caustic. Caustic's weird. State your case.
Listen, to me, it only makes sense to give him the personality of a cannibal and say he is going to sit there drinking red wine because it looks like fucking blood, listening to classical music as he interrogates and tortures his test subjects.
Yeah, I could see that. I could
definitely see it.
It's like American Psycho. It's just like that. But I could also see him listening to just dark black metal, not like the good stuff you hear on the radio, like the really shitty grungy stuff that when you listen to it through your headphones, you think that your headphones are broken because it's just so messed up and gnarly and gross. I could see him listen to that like all the time. The type of metal where you can't tell if the guitar is playing or the singer is screaming. Yeah.
Yep. He's literally going so hard to that shit that all the like veins just burst in his face, and that's why he has to wear a mask.
Yeah, and plus the other reason, like he kind of falls under this bad stereotype with that because I've always noticed that like really old metalheads have the exact same haircut that Caustic has.
Bro, you just described my dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You got like the widow's peak, and it's all back. Yeah, that's what I picture Caustic.
That being said, Revenant. 100%, no doubt in my mind, Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold, Slipknot, those types of bands.
Going hard, for sure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I'd rock out to Revenant's playlist.
Listen,
I definitely would.
I listen to Avenged Sevenfold every time I play zombies, and not just because it's in the game.
No, yeah, because they're just good to listen to when you're slaying all these different zombies, all these different things. I feel like maybe that's what Revenant feels.
And that's what he's done his whole life. For the past 300 years is just kill people and want to die.
Exactly.
Rev is definitely going to...
That might be the most spot-on one we've got.
I think so.
I think that's the most spot-on one we have. On the opposite side of the spectrum, we have Watson, who I believe thinks elevator music might go a little too hard. She's so boring.
Yeah.
She's one of the worst.
Watson is that, in a normal universe, Watson is the student that grows up, that cries if she gets a 99%.
Yeah.
On a test.
Yes. Yeah.
You're
right.
Hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, you just did it, bro.
You just hit the nail on the head.
She's the one that goes, I have 6 years to turn in my college applications for Stanford. I don't know what I'm going to put on it.
Color coordinated, everything.
Everything's highlighted. The highlight is slightly out of line. She has to get a whole new page.
Not a whole new page, a whole new notebook. She's starting from scratch because she has nothing else to do. She's starting from scratch.
What's she going to do? Build more electronics?
Even worse than elevator music, I could see her listening to Imagine Dragons.
That's way worse than elevator.
Yeah, it's way worse. But I can see it. Can you see it?
Many tears. No,
I
don't want to see it.
Listen,
I don't want to hear it.
Now you're starting to cross her playlist over with mine.
Brian, don't tell me you're listening to Imagine Dragons.
I've got Imagine Dragons on my playlist right now. I could start playing Demons from Imagine Dragons.
Oh,
if you
listen,
want.
Brian, don't.
Wait, hold on, time out. Why do you hate on Imagine Dragons?
See, thank you,
dude.
Thank you.
I like Imagine Dragons,
dude.
I don't know the people I'm sitting at this table. I don't know these
Are you
people.
fucking me?
I bet you guys
Dragons?
You guys like 21 Pilots too?
They're okay. They're okay. I like Gautier better.
I just cannot get behind
the song.
Bands,
Kyle,
dude, I'm sorry.
How do you feel about the song "Somebody That You Used to Know" or "Somebody That I Used to Know"?
It's one of the most
Gautier.
annoying songs ever made.
What? That's dog shit.
I can't.
It is dog shit. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't say this joke beforehand because I thought this would be my best joke. And the joke is that 2 people at this table listen to Imagine Dragons, and I didn't know about it. I thought I knew you.
Brother, I listened to Imagine Dragons since they came out.
Yeah, no,
Why?
I found out about Imagine Dragons before the song Radioactive hit big. And I was telling Kyle and our friend Lexi about it. And that was like back in our fucking junior year of high school or sophomore year of high school, some shit like that.
Somebody holding you hostage? Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine.
Are you okay?
I actually like 21 Pilots too.
Blink
I don't know
once
why.
if Imagine Dragons sucks and you're being held hostage. This fool ain't blinking. Your face is red as hell. He likes Imagine Dragons that much, you won't even blink. Look at this guy's not blinking. Oh my
I
god.
was just sitting there all bug-eyed, not even blinking.
I'm trying my best.
I don't know what's happened at this table.
I don't know
I've
either.
lost this table. I've lost it. I don't know what just happened right now.
Well, I know how to get it back. We can all agree that Wraith 100% listens to Evanescence.
Oh yeah.
Yes, 100%. That is 100%.
Oh yeah, she was definitely the girl rocking the Evanescence shirt, walking around middle school and high school.
Oh yeah, Evanescence.
100%.
What's the other ones? Paramore.
Yeah.
Paramore, Haley
Paramore,
Williams.
yeah.
Paramore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a
job,
few.
Brian.
There's a few that fit in that category.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
If Wraith was a redhead, she would be Haley Williams.
Brian, you've really hit this segment well. You
Yeah.
know.
Brian's
You
good at
popped
music.
Listen,
man.
You popped
For the
off.
person that listens to the least music out of all of us,
Yeah.
I feel
don't
like
know.
I did okay.
You did really well. I don't know how you did so well.
I don't know.
I wanted to say that Octane probably can't listen to anything because the fastest music, which the only song I can think of in my dumb brain is Dragon Forces Through the Fire and the Flames, wouldn't be fast enough for Octane.
Guitar Hero 3, he lives on times 10 speed.
Yeah, on
Yes,
time 10.
times 10.
He can't listen to anything unless he hits the speed button.
That's his stim, bro.
Yeah.
I know that they have, in the EDM world, they have something called Terracore, which is like the stuff I used to spin, but like 50 BPMs faster than that, where it feels like you're just having a seizure. I don't know. Maybe.
I think
It's
that's
either
probably
that
up there.
or it's like Sum 41 and Blink 82 on 3 times speed.
All right. Well, that is the Rage energy question of the day. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that you can use code BANNER at all Rep Sports products. Code BANNER for 15% off. My favorite flavor of Ray's Energy is the sour gummy. If you guys haven't tried out Ray's Energy, it is really good for your focus. Really helps out when I'm gaming. Every time I've drinking Ray's before I start my Apex session, I do exponentially better. And Kyle was there. Kyle was there for my first one. Check out Ray's. What's your favorite flavor, Kyle?
My favorite flavor, I actually really like the Voodoo one.
The Halloween one?
Yeah, it tastes
the
like
Halloween
orange
one's
soda.
sick. Brian, what do you got?
Good.
I love their. I couldn't find it in stores. The only place I can find it is online, and it's their Baja one.
Oh,
the Baja's
yes.
delicious. It tastes like a Baja Blast Mountain Dew from Taco Bell, but it's like they add coconut water or something to it. Like there's that coconut flavor. Makes me want to add rum to it and get absolutely just fucking shitty, and at the same time be so fucking hyped. It's great.
You're trying to get mirage faced.
Listen,
He's that the Mirage face?
That's
yeah,
a new
you're gonna
phrase.
just sit there and listen to Imagine Dragons and think about what sorority you're gonna get into.
Troy,
Stop hating on Imagine Dragons.
what's your favorite flavor?
I like the green one. What is it? Sour apple?
Sour
Or
gummy.
Sour gummy.
worm.
Sour
yeah, that
gummy.
one's kick ass. I like the sour stuff, so that's really good.
Yeah, so go ahead and head on down to Rep Sports. Use code BANNER, 15% off. All right, so let's get into the rest of the show. We're going to head on down to our Reddit discussion. Last week, we did a discussion on the worst feelings in Apex Legends, and we had a lot of responses. We made a TikTok video on it. A lot of you guys brought up stuff that we had not even thought about. So why don't we stick along that same exact line of discussion, and we'll go, what is the best feeling in Apex Legends? What do you got?
Let me start it off, dude, because I think this is by far one of the best ones. Hitting a headshot with a charged Sentinel rifle is, it just feels so good, especially if you down them. You're just like, yeah.
I had to cross my legs right now.
I got
Unique.
one that might be better than that, and that is a headshot, long shot with the Kraber.
100%.
That's a satisfying that triple collateral that you have. If you haven't checked that out, check out the TikTok of why it's got a triple collateral on there with the Kraber, and that had to feel amazing.
Yeah.
So
Well, the stupid Mirage just walked in front of the shot. I wasn't even trying to hit him. I was trying to hit his two teammates. One was getting revived, and the Mirage just walks in front of the shot. So, idiot. But, yeah, that was one of the most satisfying feelings. I mean, it was incredible. I think we all have the same line of thinking here, too, because I put the sound you get when you hit a skull piercer headshot.
Ooh.
That sound.
Yes.
Oh.
Like you're just like, oh damn, they're fucked up. Okay,
Yeah,
as soon as I
they're
hear that,
hella
it's like
fucked.
in my brain, it just immediately jumps. Okay, push.
Exactly.
This is an easy
It's-
fight.
Yeah.
That sound is so satisfying, dude. It's like the perfect mixture of like a cracking metal. Like it's insane.
I got two more that one's a little bit more on the beaten path, but one's a little bit off. I got one is one clipping somebody with an R99 right off the rip.
That's amazing.
It just
That's a fun
feels
one.
good. And then the other one is hitting a Wraith with a silence right as she's about to use her ability.
Oh, dude, that
I've
was
never done that purely because I don't play Revenant. But that sounds amazing. Just being able to tell somebody no is always great.
Because you just hear the sound up, it goes pew, and then like right as she's about to go into the void, you just hit her with it, and it just goes boop, and then she's like sitting there.
and then she's basically just a sitting duck. I had something similar to your R99 one. I put hitting every shot on an R99 purple mag.
Yeah.
Especially on a Gibraltar when you're just beaming his fat fucking face.
Yeah, but
Like,
then he's-
that is the best feeling in the
Yeah,
world.
but he's still alive.
I was like, he still
Yeah, he's
doesn't
still
go
alive
down.
after that, but it feels good before you go down. It's a nice little feeling of relief.
A fun one is winning the boxing match at the end of the game.
Yes.
If you get into a boxing match, like if it's a 3-on-1, by the end of it they're just going to shoot you and kill you. But if you knock 1 to 2 of those guys by boxing,
Yeah.
that's a great feeling. You're like, I definitely could have outclassed you.
That's just a cool feeling. One that I had was getting the last bullet in the clip knock.
Oh,
When you got that last bullet in the knock.
Yeah.
So that one's good, especially when it's a wingman. You know what else is cool is just when you're able to utilize the character that you're using so well. When you're able to use their abilities perfectly, and probably one of the most satisfying out of all of those, I would say there's two. One, dog walking some loser, especially in my case with the lifeline revive animation. I do that so much. Like I just love toying with people with that. Anytime you guys go down, I'm just like, just crawl to me. I'll take care of it. Just handle it. And the other one is the Gibraltar shield, because when you can do the same thing with that and just going back and forth,
when you
that's
bubble
awesome.
dance.
Yep. That's fun.
That's a fun one. I will say there's one that is better, and that is hitting the perfect Pathfinder grapple.
Yes. Oh,
I
yeah.
love that.
When you're just flying across the sky and you're like, holy shit, I'm the greatest player. And then you land in a full team and just get shredded.
My other good feeling that I like is when you hit an Octane jump pad and you shoot somebody while you're in midair and you just totally cap them.
Yeah. And then this last one that I have, I haven't had it happen to me, but when you put 90 bones on your best friend to hit a third quarter max damage, and he doesn't, and he hits it, and you don't have any, and you have a bunch of money, that's always a good feeling.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know what that feels like.
I don't know what that's like either.
Do you know what that feels like?
No, I've never. I mean, I can imagine it feels
Kyle,
pretty
do you-
good.
It probably
do you
feels
know
good.
what they're talking about, Kyle?
I
What
think
did-
Brian knows what it feels like. I think the rest of you guys.
Yeah, Brian, can you speak to that? Because I'm sure it feels good.
Listen, whenever I hit a third quarter max damage, which is fairly consistent when I do bet it, it's an amazing feeling. You know, like I think it lets you sit up at like 400 bones or some shit.
Yeah, it sits you up pretty high. I wouldn't know the feeling. I'm not experienced in that. But when I do, I would imagine when you bet on your bestest friend in the whole world to hit that for you, and he doesn't, and he does, I would assume that feels really good. So
You guys
I
are
feel like
all
that's a safe
dicks.
bet.
yeah. All right. Well, we're going to break down, in this episode, we're going to go ahead and break down the map of Olympus, our favorite areas to drop, and all that different type of stuff, POIs, all that. We will get to that right after this quick ad. Here we go. All right, and here we go. Now, guys, we got our brand new map that we have been talking about since the beginning of this podcast that we were hoping would come last season, but we finally have it now. And Olympus, I think, has been everything I could have asked for and more. Are there things wrong with it? Yeah, but there's things wrong with every map in every game. Overall, this is by far my favorite map out of the rotation in this game. And probably my favorite map in just like a BR that I've played in general. I just have a lot of fun on this map. There's a lot of things that you can do. That being said, we should give a full breakdown on places that we think that you should go for different scenarios, and break down some of the places that you should probably stay away from on Olympus, especially if you're trying to rank up or if you're just trying to have a good time. So let's get into the breakdown. I want to start with where your favorite place is to drop, and I want to start with Brian.
That's tough. I'm stuck between two places. My first place is definitely going to be Solar Array. I love that part. I love snipers. I love being able to jump in there and just get the guns that I want. I know the building that I go to, right where everything is. I know I will go in there. I will get either a triple take or sentinel, or my choice of the two. And I will also get some sort of light ammo gun. Most often a G7, which in the beginning of the game is solid, or a R99. Those are the two most common things that I've ever found in there.
Yeah, and Solar Array is similar to World's Edge, where everybody knows the infamous sniper hill on World's Edge. This is where that is on Olympus, because if you land in the middle building in Solar Array, you will almost always just get like 5 or 6 sniper rifles right there on the top.
Let me tell you this. I've never left that building without having at least 70 ammo in my reservoir of snipers. There's that many snipers there, and there's still mounds of it sitting around. There's so much there.
If you're going to land Solar Array, if you don't want a sniper off rip, but you do like to snipe, then land somewhere else. But if you're okay with getting like a triple take or a sentinel right off the rip, just land directly in the middle of Solar Array. It's the building with the white roof. Get in there, get yourself a snipe, and then you're ready to go for the rest of the game if that's the way you like to play.
That shit's nice.
Where do you like to go, Kyle?
Me, man, I really like, I either like Bonsai Plaza or I like Turbine. Those are my two ones. Turbine just because it's so centered, and then you get lots of, there's lots of good loot in there, and then you can basically just move wherever you want to go from there, depending on where the circle is next. And Bonsai Plaza is just so much fun. And then, and it always has a gold gun in the basement, and I always go down for that because it's either a Sentinel. It's either a Sentinel, a Wingman, or a
Havoc.
Or a Havoc.
Yes, I love that they put that in there too. That there's not just that there's gold guns in certain areas. I like that there's certain areas that have like a small Easter egg. That if you are coming into this map and you have your secret area that you like to go, Kyle's got his gold gun area, Brian's got his sniper area. I like that they had certain areas where something is a constant, because in a BR almost nothing is constant. So I like that they added that into the game, and I think that's cool. Bonsai Plaza gets fucking nuts though.
It's so fun.
Isn't that the place where Revenant killed Loba's parents?
Yes.
Did you land Bonsai Plaza in any of your 4 games in the third quarter where you didn't hit your max for me? I'm just asking.
Yes,
Okay.
I actually did.
Okay, he did. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Well, then I fucking hate that place. All right, let's move on. My favorite place is Docks. And now I like Docks for a few reasons. I've always been a big advocate since Season 7 dropped of the Trident, and having a Trident right next to me on Docks is really helpful for me. I also feel like Docks has a really good rotation in 3 key areas. You could immediately go over to Carrier, which looks like a giant blue penis on the map. You get to head over there, and there's a lot of loot in Carrier. I just don't like to start there because a lot of people start there off rip.
Wait, what if one of our listeners doesn't know what a penis looks like?
How can we
Google.
explain it?
Google.
It looks like an ice cream cone, but instead like a double stacked ice cream cone, but the stacks are not on top of each other; they're side to side.
Okay,
There you go.
Yeah,
thanks.
you're welcome. So I like that. The other rotation you can go is through towards Rift. Now, when you go through Rift, there's a little city right there, and it's almost it might be Power Grid. That little city right there has a lot of stuff there, and there's also a respawn beacon, and towards the back there's a car as well. So there's 2 cars pretty similarly close together. And either way, I'm walking out with the Trident in one of those 2 areas, and then I can make my way through. And then, like Kyle talked about, then there's Turbine. So if you wanted to go just straight ahead from Docks, you head into Turbine. And I got to be honest, Turbine, I've had the funnest battles on Olympus on Turbine.
I wouldn't say it's the craziest battles.
Oh, yep,
That's
you're right.
Yeah,
that
no.
falls to Hammond Labs.
That falls to Hammond Labs. You
It's
are
either
100%
Hammond Labs
correct.
or Estates.
I-
Estates gets wild.
Listen,
And they're both very close to each
if
other.
you look at my rotations, I drop 3 places consistently: Solar, Docks, and Estates. And all 3 of those places rotate through labs at some point or another. I love those 2 parts of the map. I will always go to those 2 parts of the map whenever I get the chance, because it is a lot of times free kills coming in as the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th party, whatever it is. It's insane there, but playing long-range sniper, I don't really take much risk as getting free kills off that.
If you're trying to get into a lot of fights, that is the perfect place to go.
With how these third parties are, and this, really it's this little 4 square rotation right here with Turbine, Estates, Hammond Labs, and Energy Depot.
Mm-hmm.
With how the third parties are in this area, it reminds me a lot of original Capital City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Very much so.
Compared to Capital City World's Edge, except I think this map it's a lot easier to get within range of a third party than World's Edge is, because we have a lot more zips. We have a lot more now we have the tridents, and then characters with movement abilities are, I think, at an all-time high.
They're at a
yeah.
premium right now.
Yeah, so you're going to get a lot more of that moving in. So let's move on to which rotations you're trying to take, or which POIs you're trying to land at if you're trying to get yourself a win. Where are you guys going?
Honestly, dude, I'm going to go to Solar, and I'm going to rotate probably to Labs. From Labs, I'm either going to rotate to Energy Depot, or I'm going to rotate to Estates. It's one or the other. Because I know if I go to those areas, I'm going to be more than kitted. I can take my time in Solar Array most of the time for the majority of the fighting to cease. And then I can go and clean everything up, and I have an easy route to loot and have everything I need. I have my 5 kills and or assists, and I can sit there and just kind of milk the clock on it a little bit to get my ranked points.
What I find is that even though I hate hydroponics, Elysium, the place right next to it, it always has gold loot. And so you can land Elysium, and then you take the balloon, and then you fly to the rift.
The Rift.
The Rift?
Yeah, and then you can just take the rift like through multiple times till you get towards like the center of the map, and that usually works pretty good for me.
You got to be careful with that, though. That's a sketchy play.
Especially when you come out of that Rift, you never know who's there. And although they give you that little Wraith time
Invulnerability
to,
thing, yeah.
but it's not much. It's not much.
If you rotate it right, then it really actually puts you in a pretty good position. But if not, then you get clappied.
Yeah, if I'm dropping to get rank, and I'm 100% dropping Docs. Now, Docs is going to give you the loot that you need, no matter what. There's too many areas for you not to walk out of there with the weapons that you need. They may not be fully kitted, but there's almost always a replicator there, which is another reason why I love Docs. It's got the replicator, and it has the trident. Both of those I love. So land docks, and most of the time I'm going to go through towards the rift. Now, carrier can get really hot, so sometimes I try to avoid the carrier. If you go from docks to carrier, you're almost always coming out fully kitted.
Yeah.
When you go towards rift, you lose that opportunity a little bit, but you still have the opportunity to grab a trident and then move to wherever the circle is moving. And I feel like that's the best way to go if you're trying to get rank, because you're going to come out most of the time with a solid kit. You'll find yourself a few kills along the way, especially if you're leaving rift, and then you can get yourself on the way to a nice little win and some ranked points.
That is something that I make sure that every single one of my drops and my rotations, if my drop does not have it, a lot of it depends on the way the ship goes as well. I will say that. But every rotation that I have, within the first 2, there is nearly always a replicator.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I have that time to get my shield bats and my med kits.
Yeah, I've been replicating a lot more, and I think that if you don't land in a spot that has a replicator, like it kind of puts you at a little bit of a disadvantage.
Especially when it comes to large heals. You can get the small heals without a replicator, but when it comes to the large heals, it's almost vital for you to get that replicator where you drop. So where's a place that you would go if you were trying to just get some kills?
I like going turbine because there's always at least one team there, and I also like going docks because I think people are starting to figure out that docks is really good.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Estates.
Estates, you're gonna get bodies at estates.
You're gonna get bodies. You might not make it out, but you might not make it out and still have 5 kills.
Yeah, and if that's what you're going for, that's the perfect scenario for you. I was gonna say hydroponics or Elysium because both of these places, they're right next to each other. Hydroponics is a place that I did not think people would go, but it is hot every single time.
So the thing about hydroponics is you can always count on there being a fuck ton of blue armor there, and there's at least one purple, and then you can just get whatever the decent armor, and then you can usually get pretty kitted.
Hydroponics is the place that people go to when they bitch out of Elysium.
Exactly.
That's it. They want the gold loot. They see how many people are going there, and it's not worth it. We're going to go to hydroponics, get our blue armor like you said, get a couple guns, and then we'll go take their shit.
With Elysium, though, you have to be careful because the only way that drop is going to, I guess, benefit you in the way that you're going to get the loot is the ship has to be coming from the opposite side. If you try to drop Elysium with the ship going right next to it, you're going to have at least 4 to 5 teams there, and loot is going to be very thin. It gives you great loot, but the loot is thin. There's not a whole lot of areas where you can grab.
There's only like
from.
1 or 2 buildings, so like when you're landing there, it's only enough for one team. So if you land and you don't get a gun and you don't get armor, you're fucked.
Well, and you might say like, well, we'll just kill the other team and take their armor and take their guns and everything. You can do that, but you're going to come out of there having to go to the hydroponics with very little ammo. So you can drop it. If I actually say if the ship goes right over it, you're fine, but it has to be at the end of its route. Like you can't drop hydroponic or Elysium hot immediately.
No.
If you do, you have to be ready to bail and go straight to hydroponics as the backup and have a spot there.
Another place that I feel like a lot of people don't really go is Rift. I feel like Rift has a shit ton of loot, and there's always at least maybe one team there, maybe 2. There's a lot of buildings there, and you can get some loot going, and you can rotate using the Rift to get out of there, or you can rotate using the Trident.
Rift is a perfect example of a place that you want to go to when you want kills, because I tried to drop Rift to rank up, and there's at least 2 or 3 teams literally every single game. It is just one of those places where it stands out among the map, so people are going to go there, just like Tilted Towers did with Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
So people are going to go there. Rift is another place. If you're trying to go get kills, go there. I love the play. I love the POI, but the issue with it is if you're trying to rank up, expect heavy teams over there. So now a place that you absolutely hate, I will go first. I cannot stand Grow Towers.
Dude, I have one note for places I hate. Next to Grow Towers, all it says on my sheet is ass.
I fucking hate Grow Towers. Grow Towers, it literally, I don't understand why it's so hot, but it is every single time.
As far as loot pool goes, Grow Towers is great. They have great loot there.
Yeah.
There's a ton. It's multi-platform, multi-levels. It goes way up, and you have time on each level to loot individually. The reason I hate Grow Towers with a fucking passion is I should not have to stand on something on the high ground and have to counter strafe because I took a strategic advantage of taking the high ground because the fucking floor is moving.
Yeah.
That place sucks. On mine, it says fucking shit show is the note. Dude, every time I land there, there's at least 3 teams. And every time I go there, even if I rotate there, you always get third partied.
It's a pain in the ass to shoot people from the advantageous position, and still everyone around you is gonna fucking hear the fight. And guess what? You're the party that looks like you're in the best spot, so you're gonna be the one third party.
Yeah. Another place that I can't stand, I know you like it, Brian. I don't really care for Elysium. I've landed there a few times.
Oh, I hate Elysium.
Oh, I thought you said you liked it.
No.
No.
I kind of dig it. It's hit or miss, though. I don't think it's fantastic, but I don't think it's bad.
I can't land there just because what I said, you can get good loot, but there's not a lot of it. So if you're not getting the good loot, you're almost guaranteed death. Also, I had a bad experience playing my last game of last week's bets. My teammate grabbed my banner and then jumped off the cliff and died.
Are we going to talk about the Tokyo Drift?
Oh my God! We'll save that for the gambling. I don't even want.
Dude.
I forgot
Dude.
about that, dude. Oh my God! What's a place that you think is underrated? You don't land out often, but you don't mind landing whether you need kills or need a win. What's a place that sticks out to you?
Energy Depot for me.
Yeah, Energy Depot. That's a place that I recently started dropping a little more was Energy Depot off the rip, and I like it. I actually really like that spot.
Yeah, I was going to say orbital cannon. It's on the far edge of the map, and anytime you have a place that's on the far edge of the map, you would think, based on World's Edge and Kings Canyon, holy shit, it's going to take me forever to either get to circle or I might get lucky and get a circle, but it rarely happens. With Olympus, you're never really far with the amount of movement that this map offers. Orbital cannon has a lot of loot. And I think I have to jump there a few more times to fully confirm this, but I think there's a gold armor there every single time.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I won't confirm that, but every time I've gone there has been one, and so I think there's one there, but orbital cannon is pretty solid.
One thing I like about orbital cannon is that it has 2 tridents, technically 3 if you count the one that's a little bit out of the way, but it has 3 tridents pretty much right next to it, and then on top of that, I wrote here that orbital cannon's kind of the place where you want to you go if you want to kind of slow roll, and I feel like that's kind of the place because it's a little bit out of the way. You may get 1 team. I don't think you get 2 teams at orbital.
So it's like a win place.
It's like if you're going for a win.
I just want to point this out. I'm looking at the map. We've talked about these gold loot spots in the map, and I'm sure there's more that we just don't know about yet.
Mm-hmm.
But we said Elysium.
Yes.
Outside. So if you look at the map on a image, you see this inner circle that's the hot spots that we've been talking about, the estates, the turbine, the labs, the energy depot, those places. You have docks, that's the quick docks rift that are the quick rotates into that. But then we have Elysium with gold loot, Bonsai Plaza with gold loot, Orbital Canyon with gold loot. They're all the outskirt places. They're rewarding certain players in slower playstyles for wanting to drop far outside and saying it's still a viable option. You can still get fully kitted out here very quickly and move in. I actually like that move by Respawn saying that we accept all game styles or all play styles and we want everyone to be able to be competitive, not just rush into everything or you're not going to win a single game.
Yeah, so is there any place that's not a POI, and it's going to be hard to describe, over the air, but we can give POI names. What place that's not a POI would you land if you absolutely had to, and it can guarantee you at least some loot to get ready for at least one fight?
I'm ready. Southeast Hammond Labs, the portal.
Okay.
Because you know that somebody from either Rift or the other portals are going to be rushing through there. There's those 2 buildings there. There's the underpass underneath of it. There's enough loot for your team specifically. If you need to, you can rotate to labs or solar array. You can rotate in any direction. A lot of times you'll catch people coming out, but there's enough loot there to survive your team. If you get a bad drop or drop late or something, pull an audible, go there.
So this one's really strange, but there's these little cluster of buildings right outside of gardens in this little corner over here.
Fuck, that was mine.
That's a good
That
one. I
was-
forgot about that.
That one, dude, it has a fucking trident on it, and you just drop there. It's got like 3 buildings. It usually has just enough loot for your team, and then you just kind of swap out.
It's one of the few places that has a trident with it, but that's not a POI. The only other one that I can see is next to Elysium. If you're trying to run north towards Oasis, that's another place where I'd like to go if it's not a POI. But Kyle hit the nail on the head. That one right there next to Gardens is sick. All right, before we move on to gambling, let's go through a quick speed round. I'm going to say the POI. Give me a yay or nay. All right, here we go. Docs.
Good.
Fucking shit.
I said yay or nay, and you said good and fucking shit.
Yay.
Yeah, okay, yay, okay. All right, Carrier.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Oasis.
Dog shit.
Nay.
Awful. I fucking hate Oasis. Elysium.
Okay.
Nay. Fuck no.
Nah,
It's
can't
trash.
do it. Hydroponics.
Death Wish.
Yeah, it's mediocre.
You can escape there if
Is it-
you
listen.
get a gun off rip.
Listen, it's mediocre. It strives for mediocrity where it just says, I'm going to be absolutely average. I'm not going to be a place that you ever want to go to, but I'm not going to be a place where you're gonna be like, oh, man, my whole game's fucked.
Estates.
Real Death Wish.
Fuck off.
Amazing.
I hate estates. Turbine.
Great.
Eh.
Eh.
Forgettable.
I like it as second place. I like it to rotate
Fuck
too.
you guys, it's good.
I'm just kidding. I said that because I actually love
I
Turbine.
love Turbine, bro.
I like
Power
Ro-
Grid.
Dog shit.
Never drop there.
No, I won't go. Rift.
It's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good.
And it's hydroponics part 2.
I love the idea of it. I love dropping there, but whenever I go there, I get shredded. I do love the area though. Energy Depot.
I think it's a good second spot, but I don't like landing there.
I love it.
Yeah, second spot for sure. Hammond Labs.
Fucking shit show.
Bro, I love it. I will drop that shit all day.
I hope they pull the World's Edge treatment on Hammond Labs and put a giant slash through the middle of it.
Why would you? No.
Also,
Don't wish that evil.
Also, little fun fact about Hammond Labs: you can go through the chimney. A lot of people don't know that, and you can call a Lifeline package in through the chimney. So,
Sick.
just in case.
Actually
Solar
useful.
array.
It's like the new Sniper Ridge. It's pretty nice.
I love that place. That's my most common drop.
It's meh. Bonsai Plaza.
Fuck yeah. Give me this place.
I like it. I just stay away from it because I'm usually trying to go up, and a lot of times I get shredded there. But I don't hate it. I
Good.
just don't go there.
It's good, but overrated.
Gardens.
I actually like gardens.
We didn't talk about Gardens, but Gardens a place where if you want to get kills, you go there. But if you're trying to rank up, stay the fuck away from Gardens.
I don't know. That rotation that Kyle talked about, those little buildings to the outside, you might be able to go there and rotate into gardens, clean up real easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You actually can.
That could be a really
And
sneaky.
gardens usually has a replicator, which is nice.
Grow towers. Fuck you.
I
Fuck-
think we all said enough.
That is the
about
capital of the shit show
Listen.
world.
If I had one place that I would never drop in this map, it's fucking grow towers.
Yep.
It's dog
Orbital cannons.
shit.
I like it.
It's
No.
a slow roll.
I've never dropped there.
I think it's a slow roll.
It's a decent place. All right. Well, that'll just about do it for the discussion on Olympus. Love the map. Love everything about it. It's got some problems. They can fix it. It's not a big deal. Everything's got problems nowadays. So let's hit a quick ad, and then we will move on to the gambling portion of the show. All right, guys, welcome to the gambling segment of the show. And we've got some big news for the gambling segment because I've gotten a lot of DMs from a lot of fans. They're like, hey, I want to follow along with the gambling segment. It's a little hard for me to understand. So we're going to streamline this a little bit easier for everybody at home to make sense. We also want you guys to send in your own cards when you have some bets, or if you hear a bet that you didn't like. We want to hear your guys' voice. We want to hear what you guys think about certain bets, about certain bettors. We want to hear all that because this community has been growing over the last few months, and we're super excited about that, but we want to see more interaction with the gambling part of the show, so we are streamlining it. There's no longer 2-to-1s and 3-to-1s. Every bet now pays out 1-to-1. The other rules stay the same. All players play 16 games, solo, ranked. You got to hit those lines. We set lines for every individual character, but there's one major change. Every bet pays out 1-to-1, except each bettor can choose their gift of the All-Father bet, which, when you choose your gift of the All-Father bet, that's one you're confident in. That is your 2-to-1 bet. So any money that you put on that gift of the Allfather, that's your boosted bet. That's the one you're relying on. That's the one you think is going to cash in for you. And that's pretty much it. A lot more streamlined now. I think it's going to be a lot more fun for everybody to follow along.
Yeah, definitely this allows it to be a little more interactive with the community as well, where we can start taking in our own, or to start taking in your guys' bets and keeping track of yours to a degree, and see what goes on there. We might end up letting a few of our club members or things like that be able to join actually in and maybe get some call-ins from you guys and stuff like that in the future.
I also want to see if you guys have any good ideas for gift of the Allfather bets, because
Yeah.
I think those would be sick.
Yes, and so we will be having a lot more fan interaction with this. If you send in a bet, you don't have to send in a full card, but if you send in a bet that you think is a surefire lock, send that to us on any of our social medias or in Discord. We will make sure to shout you out on the show. Send in your bet. Tell us the reason why you're making that bet as well. But now let's get into this fucking chaos, because this was a monumental week in the gambling segment because a lot has changed.
So, Kyle, would you like to go over what has changed?
Kyle, would you like to make a
Would you
statement?
like to-
I'm giving you the floor.
I'm waiting for Troy.
Get it all out. Yep.
So
Get it all out.
the mic is slowly scooting closer to Troy's face, and I can feel the pressure.
That's never a good thing.
Troy's literally biting his tongue over there.
So I didn't hit my max this week in the third quarter, and I'd like to apologize to two of my
Why-
castmates.
Why
but,
would you like to apologize? What happened?
Well, I did good in the third quarter, but I didn't do great, so I played like dog shit.
But why do you need to apologize? What was put on it?
I didn't clutch out the 90 bone bet that was on my ass.
So let me get this straight. Kyle, you had Wyatt and Troy both agreed to bet 90 bones on your third quarter average, which you've hit over 50% of the time.
Third quarter max.
Sorry, third quarter max, which you've hit over 50% of the time, which pays out a 3-1. And you did what?
So now it's about like 45% in my defense.
Oh, so you choked it. Can I get some feedback from either one of you two on this?
I just don't understand how you could have it in your heart to hit it for Brian and not us.
Twice.
What?
You hit it
That
for me
wasn't-
twice.
How are you
That
going to
wasn't-
hit it for Brian? You felt yourself getting momentum, and you were
I was
like,
feeling good. Honestly, I thought I was going to hit it.
I
'cause
took you to Buffalo Wild Wings last week. I took you to Buffalo Wild Wings. What more could I do to relax you, to make you feel good?
Listen, now you've essentially made this. I'm sitting with 35 bones. Wyatt had 0, so he only has
I've
his
got 10.
allowance
He's
of
got-
10 bones, right? So it's going
There's
to be
still time for a comeback.
It's going to be a shootout between you and Brian, which, you're looking pretty good, but
Looking pretty good. I'm
Yeah,
sitting over
yeah.
here 400 bones. He's
That's-
got 250.
Brian, don't
That's
act
not-
like you
That's
haven't
all right.
lost your ass in 1 week, because you've lost your ass in
definitely
1
have.
week.
you have. It could turn around. Brian is the most unpredictable when it comes to whether he'll keep his wealth or
Listen,
not.
I have 130 bones on the table. Y'all are tempting
Oh
me
my
to double
God.
it.
Double it.
Double it.
Do it.
Do it.
You won't. I'll double my bet on you.
What? No, because you only have like 35 bones
I'll
to begin
double
with.
my bet on you,
Kyle,
Brian.
how much do you have on the table?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going last.
Brian, I have more than 50% of my entire bankroll on you, so you can double yours.
Okay, I'll read the card.
50%
I'll read
of
the
my
card
entire
after. I'll read the
bankroll,
card
dude.
after.
That's
you
a
guys,
lot.
You guys will like what I do. I'll read the card after.
What does that mean?
You'll see. You'll see when we get to our lines.
Do you have something in store for us, Brian?
Listen, you gave me an all-father bet. I'll give you 3 guesses what I do with this.
Oh, my God. All right, so for Brian this week, he set his lines for himself. For his total kills, it's at 25.5, with halves at 12.5 and quarters at 6.5. His average damage is 600, and his max is at 1,800. For Wyatt, he set the lines at 26.5 with halves at 12 and quarters at 6, average damage at 575, and the max damage at 1,650. And for Kyle, total kills at 33 with halves at 16.5, quarters at 8. His average damage is 625, and his max is 1,875. So
Let's go, baby.
a week after Kyle doesn't hit his max, it goes down more than 100 points. That's an enticing bet right there.
That is an enticing
I looked
bet.
at that for a while.
That is an enticing bet.
That 75 is nasty though.
That 75 really fucks you
That
over.
1875.
That was a line that I looked at for a long time, but I'm hurt right now, and I have to take a break. I have to take a break from betting on Kyle Maxx.
I don't blame you, honestly.
For a week, I was just addicted and thrilled on the high of betting a Kyle Maxx in the third quarter because it just hits so often.
Like an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, I felt like octane, but now I need to wean myself off. I need to slowly get away from that because otherwise, who knows where I'll be. I'm at 10 right now. I don't think I could get much lower.
You might end up like Brian with 0 at the very end.
That's my only, at this point, that's the only goal I can set for myself is to not get 0. That's a terrible goal to have. I had aspirations. Now look where I'm at.
I mean,
I'm sitting in the world of suck.
Yeah, I mean your record doesn't even help you, which
My
is what
record
you
fucking
cared
blows.
so much about. Your record
do.
is horrible. What is your record
It's
right now?
2-6.
2-6.
2-6.
That's bad.
Yes.
Yep, that's the worst record in
Yes.
the league, by the way.
It is the worst record.
And you have the worst record and the worst bones.
I do. But I did that for the long game. I can go back to my original style. I will be back. I'm feeling confident.
He's trying to crawl back to fourth place. Oh wait, you're already in fourth.
We had an agreement. We going back on this agreement? If we go back on this agreement, I get all my bones back.
What? No.
Yeah. Well, I made up that rule right now.
Yeah.
All right. So, records. I know Kyle is sitting at 8-4. I'm at 2-6. Troy's at 2-5. I don't know your record.
I know it's first. I know it's the first place record.
I don't even want to talk to him.
Let's see. My record is 6-2. So I've taken less bets than Kyle.
No, I have
You're
better
8-4.
record.
You're 8-4. So you've lost more than me.
Fuck.
My win percentage is 75% right now. You're at 66.
I'm winning this.
What?
I'm winning this.
How are you winning this? You have 35 fucking bets.
I'm winning this right now.
Troy, I could
bet
sit
you-
here and do
do you have
jack
a-
shit.
do you
Listen, I'll have over 100 next week.
Yeah.
And then by next week,
You'll have over
okay,
100 next week.
I will have over 100 next
He's
week.
betting a gift to the Allfather bet. He's making a ballsy gift to the
Dude,
Allfather.
I'm in it. All right, I'll go first. All right, Brian, you blew it again. I bet on you again
Hold on,
last week.
Let me
You
write.
blew it.
Let me write down one more bet because I know I said I was going to up my card. I don't want you to do that thing where you go, you copied my bet.
Yeah,
So
you're right. You should
let
go
me-
first,
write it
Brian.
down.
Let me write down one more bet.
All
And then
right,
you-
do your thing.
card first
Do
and
your
then-
card. Well, I'll wait. I don't need to go. I'll wait. I already
Okay.
know. I don't have much to keep track of this time.
no, you don't. So my first bet, I'm going to go first because these guys, Troy, thinks that I'm just going to copy him the entire time.
I do.
If I copy you, I lose 90 bones in Kyle's third quarter.
Well, let's make one thing clear, okay? I may not have been there, but Troy would have definitely been right there if Kyle would have accepted my gift offering of taking him to Buffalo Wild Wings and stepped up in the third quarter.
Yeah,
But-
I can't control everyone choking. I've made solid bets, I feel like, this entire season. And
Troy,
everyone has
Okay,
choked,
listen,
including you. It
Troy,
started with you.
No, hold on, Troy. I bought him cheese curds. Cheese curds. How good were those cheese curds?
They were fucking delicious.
So, my first bet I have on Kyle. 50 bones on Kyle's first quarter average damage under.
That's at 625.
That's at 625.
So wait, you
That's a pretty.
I
good
don't
bet.
like that bet.
That's a pretty good bet.
That's actually it's not bad, but
That's not. Listen,
Kyle doesn't do well in the first usually.
Kyle's
play like shit.
weakest quarter is his first, hands down. And on average, Kyle hits about 615 damage total. So that line's already a little high. I'm taking that bet in the first quarter. His bad quarter being under his average, I'll take it. I got another 40 bones on you, Wyatt.
Okay.
Fourth quarter average damage over.
That's a solid bet.
I feel like that's solid.
Especially with my line being a little low this week.
Exactly. Your line was low. You played like shit the first week, and that was the last time you played against plat level players after the reset.
Mm-hmm.
So I dropped your lines a little bit because of that. So that being said, I am running fourth quarter average damage over on you. Your strong quarter, I think you'll be above your average. Okay, I also have 40 bones. Again, back on Kyle. Over third quarter max damage.
doesn't even pay out 3-1.
Your max went down.
This
Your
is
max
more.
got dropped.
This is more to rub it in your guys' faces when I hit it.
Oh, dude. If I hit this is going to be so bad.
Yeah, you better
If
not.
you hit this, Kyle,
You better jump off all 4 games. You better jump off the side.
you're getting cheese curds all over your windshield.
Get it in your gas tank.
And my last bet, the All-Father bet of the week. If you can't bet on yourself, who you going to bet on? I got another 80 bones on my third quarter kills over.
Oh, that's a fun one. I can't wait for you to just choke on that. That's a good one. I'm glad you bet on yourself for the All-Father. You kept it in typical Brian style, and that's how you always end up losing. I love it.
I actually respect the move because you're not playing the 4 quarters prevent defense. You're going all in.
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna crack 1,000.
You're not going to crack it.
I'm gonna crack 1,000 this half season. I
No
will
way.
crack 1,000.
You're in
not
gold.
a chance.
I'm cracking 1,000.
Not a chance.
I'm not saying you can't perform at gold. I'm just saying
I got to get
historically.
I got to get 7 fucking kills in the third quarter.
By the way, you owe Kyle a sweatshirt.
I do
We
owe
never
Kyle a
talked
sweatshirt.
about that, but
No,
Brian
no.
did not get to plat last season.
You were right. I do owe Kyle a sweatshirt, and I need your size, buddy.
I'm a large.
You're large.
I'm a large because I'm a big boy.
He's a large failure in the third quarter. All right. Who wants to go next?
Just this week.
I think you and me should go next.
I'm
'cause
going last.
It's easy to follow.
Okay. all
Mine's... Go ahead, Wyatt.
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, getting into my card, I only have 10 bones to work with here, so there's not a lot for me to go on. But I'm going to put 2 bones on Kyle. Total kills under at 33. Kyle is an amazing player, but 33 is really high. Like, everybody on this show, we've rarely hit the 33 and overs. I think there's only been 2 or 3 instances where we hit 33 and over.
I think me and you have done it maybe
One time, maybe.
each. No, we done one time each. I think.
No, Kyle, you've done it a couple times.
I've done it probably 3 times, and you've done it twice, I think.
Yeah, so it hasn't happened too totally often, and that was also when we were playing casual. So I rest my case. So I'm going to take the total kills under. Nothing to do with Kyle. I think he can hit the kills in a normal circumstance, especially if it was casual. Ranked is a little bit different. Hopefully he gets better teammates this week because I know that me and him have both been talking about teammates. Not good this last week. Not good. I got a story to tell at the end of this segment. I'm going to go over to Brian and bet 3 bones on his third quarter average damage over at 600. Brian has had a typically very good third quarter. 600 seems like a small number to me. I like that line. I'm going to put 3 bones on it. And my gift of the All-Father bet of the week, I'm putting 5 bones on Brian's first half under in kills at 12.5. It's a little bit big of a number for a first half for Brian. I'm keeping that one.
So do you know what my first half kills were last week?
What was it?
18.
What rank were you in?
Silver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What rank are you in right now?
Gold.
Okay.
Yeah, what he's saying is
See,
that you suck in gold.
Let's see. When
Not
I got
that you
let's see
suck.
when I got to gold, I had a 7 kill quarter.
Okay.
As soon as I hit gold.
You didn't say the whole half.
Okay, the half I had a 10 kill half.
And this line is 12.5.
Yeah, but the last part of that half was silver.
Okay. That's my card. Troy, I know you're up. You're up next.
I don't have a whole lot to work with either, but I'm going to try to stretch it. My goal is to get back to 100 or more starting next week. If I have 100 in my pocket, I know for a fact that I can catch up and surpass Brian. But I have to win this week. I have to hit my All-Father bet this week. So I'm putting 1 bone on your max under, Wyatt, on Wyatt's under. I'm putting 1 bone on Brian's max under. And then I'm putting my other 33 bones, okay, on Wyatt's first quarter kills under.
It's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Never do good in the first.
You never do good in the first, and you told me you're going for diamond, so I know
Yeah.
that you're going to play conservative.
I'm playing very conservative. I am the closest I've been to diamond since season 3 or 4. I'm feeling good. That's a safe bet. I like that bet. All right, now we got Kyle.
Listen,
Kyle's getting
Kyle,
ready.
I need you to do well in this betting right now, man, because in all likelihood, it's going to be a shootout between you and Brian.
I'm betting the house.
Good.
Oh,
You better bet that out.
250
Hearing
bones.
that, I gotta cross my legs over. Dude. I heard that.
I'm betting the fucking house, boys. All right, so I got good ones here. I got for Wyatt, in his second quarter average damage, I got 20 bones over, and then I've got 30 bones under for his max damage. It's because I don't think you're
safe
gonna hit.
bet.
Just the total for the entire 16 games.
for the entire
whenever it's the
16 games.
max.
He's not gonna
Safe
hit it.
bet.
It's a pretty low max.
I don't think he's gonna hit it though, especially in plat, brother. It's 1600, but I don't think he's gonna make it.
It's actually 1650. Yeah,
Is it 1650?
1650.
I don't think he's gonna make it. Then for Brian, just because I make this bet every week, I've got 50 bones on his average damage in the first quarter below because I don't think that he's gonna fucking hit it. And then I got what?
The fucking disrespect.
That is a disrespect.
Not only that, but last show I said at one point Kyle will always say below for under. He just did it right now. That was the one.
I forget, man. Sometimes.
Can we bet on that next week?
Yeah. Put bones on that.
So, and then I've got under for your max damage total, 30 bones, because I don't think you're gonna hit that shit either, because there's no way in hell, especially in gold. And then I've got I got an over for my third quarter kills, 20 bones. And then for my gift of the Allfather bet, I've got 100 bones
Oh
for
boy,
my third quarter average damage.
Oh,
dude,
that's a good
it's such a
bet.
good bet.
That's a
But
good
it's
bet.
tough, dude. What are you at 625?
Hey.
625, boy, but I'm gonna rip it.
If Kyle fails this one on himself,
Yeah, but
he's gonna hate himself as much as we hate him.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
what sucks is
Listen.
that if he does really, really well in the third, which you don't have to do really well in the third to get 625, but if you do really
Yeah,
well
you-
in the
you
third,
actually
then
have to.
Brian also hits his bet.
No,
I bet
he's
on
got to
the
get the
max.
max.
But it's in the you bet in the third quarter,
I
didn't
bet
you?
max
Yeah.
third quarter. So if he hits the
Well, that's what I'm saying.
if I hit the max
That's
in
what
the
I'm
third
saying.
quarter,
But I crushed the average damage last week, and I didn't even get close to the max. Like I think I had 2 1,000 damage games, and then I had one 825 game, and then one 550 game.
Well, I'm hoping that you do that again.
Make no mistake, getting the type of outlier games that Kyle gets is rare. Like, you can have a 6-kill game and barely break 1,400, 1,500. So I think Kyle could pull this off.
out of all of us, Kyle hits the most
He hits
consistently
the most
over
consistent.
2K.
That's for sure.
And it happens to be in that third quarter more often than not. So he's more than likely to hit that max there. And you know what, buddy? Go ahead and get your average, because you'll also get your max there, and that'll work out just fine for me.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, so that should just about do it for the gambling segment of the show. Hopefully this will be more easier for you guys to tag along to. That should just about wrap it up for the show. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're blowing up. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. And then don't forget to join our Discord. We got the boxing tournament coming on the way. Keep a close eye on that. Just pay attention to everything out there. We've got a lot of stuff in the works coming ahead. Once again, thank you guys for the support and listening on the show. We've had some of our biggest weeks the last few weeks. We appreciate you guys tuning in. And we will catch you guys next week.